the following presentation of the National Football League. Defending Super Bowl champion, Buffalo Bills.
On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. Across from him, his counterpart, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they... The Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
At the 32-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
That's another Buffalo Bills.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. Still on his feet. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catching back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it, and he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. They'll set up a throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. They shakes him off. Still going. He may go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's their quarterback. You remember had that long dynamic touchdown on the last time they had the ball. And we'll see what he can do to try to top that here. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards,
this is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
if you're going to play quarterback in the end.
He's had quite the game running the football. Last time he finished in the end zone with his legs for the 3rd time in this one. We'll see what they can do here as they start this drive 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Dances by him. Big yardage there on the scramble. That gets him a 1st down.
Or even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share for the lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role. Really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put,
it's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he fins, and a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
On play action. They'll throw. It's caught inside the 25. They're all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. 36 yards on the play.
They made that way too easy for him. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Coleman has it here right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Bills first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their mobile quarterback keeping it himself from 8 yards. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Fighting through pressure. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Now he's loose again. Boy, shifts past him. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
That's good for Bills. First down.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills are closing in on. Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people were, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another run for Brown on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Bills offense back out onto the field. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. And really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the fourth quarter. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start this season, they will be headed. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but